kids at school. So all night long I've been looking at Steven going, I'm pretty sure I know that guy, right? And I do. Because I was at a comedy show at Barcidius where Steven looks into the audience and he goes, raise your hand if you are a midwife. And then he goes, raise your hand if you delivered 2 of my children. And he goes, we scooped shit out of that tub together. And we did. We scooped it out of the tub. This is not my baby. This is my emotional support baby. I borrowed him. It's not because it was fine. Because, people usually trust me with their infants. I don't know, it's a thing. So when I messaged Ty, I thought that I would have to sign up on Monday. So I messaged him yesterday thinking I would not have to do this. I thought Ty was going to say, message me tomorrow, that's how you sign up. And I was like, oh shit, I did sign up for this. that was a bad idea. I'm inappropriate. I tell a lot of jokes at work. Julia and Hannah back there usually have to be like, shh, stop talking before you embarrass us in front of everyone. So, and I messaged Hannah about doing this. I said, Hannah, do you think this is a brilliant idea or career suicide? And she said, go for it, it's fine. And I was like, I'll tell Julia that. So Julia is the other owner of our practice, so if I say anything really terrible, I just want her to know that Hannah said it was fine. So I'm allowed to be up here. So in our practice, does anybody not know what a midwife is? Can you just raise your hand if you don't know? Steven doesn't know. That's fucked up. Okay, so he doesn't know, so I'm going to explain it. A midwife is like your obstetrician, right? But we're nicer. So we don't spend our whole time during your birth up in your vagina. We believe it will work. We just sit there waiting for the baby to come. We're hoping. We're like, dear God, let this kid emerge back. Please. So probably a third of the births that we do are water births, which if you're not familiar with that is where we set up a tub, preferably full of warm water for mom to sit in labor, and that's where she pushes out the infant, right? And it's not great for her or for us, but it's especially bad for her because she's the one in labor. But the parts that are bad for us are what I'm going to share about real quick, and then we're all going to just move on with our lives and wish this would not happen tonight. So we have 2 really important things that we tell people at their 36-week home visit. Stephen remembers. And what I say to them is, first off, mom can be naked in the tub, right? She's having a baby. It's okay. Like, we need access to her lady bits, right? But we don't need yours, right? Like, if you're a support person, if you have a penis, right? We want you to keep that shit to yourself. So mom can get in the tub naked, but dad cannot. Right? Wife cannot, partner cannot. We only want one naked person in the tub, and it's the person pushing out a baby. So I polled this huge group of midwives online this week, and I said, what are some really awful water birth stories, right? And they're like professionals across the country. I'm not sure how Julia and I got into this group, but it started a long time ago. We call it our secret Facebook group. But anyway, I'm in this group and I'm asking about it. I'm like, what's the worst water birth stuff you guys can come up with? And then I came up with some of the worst ones. I was like, does anybody remember when Ash told me that you would start siphoning the hose to empty the tub with your mouth? And people were like, oh shit, that's horrible, right? So you know what we do in our practice? We use a sump pump. We buy them at Home Depot. We do not suck on the end of the dirty tub hose, right? Because that's gross. You're going to get gonorrhea in your mouth. And if there's one place you don't want gonorrhea, kids, it's the back of your throat. Because, you go to urgent care thinking you have strep. The tub, I think that was a thing. But moving on. I just want to say, buy a fucking sump pump then. Otherwise, we're going to leave it set up in your living room for you to deal with the next day, right? So when Bailey was getting married the first time, I was at a birth with this other midwife, and we went to go empty the tub, and it was, are we going to empty this? And Ash was like, with your mouth, and I was like, I'm going to go run to my house and get a, I'm not doing this for you. But okay, so back to the naked penis thing. Okay. So guys, you have to wear something if you are in the tub. Yeah. That's all. We're out of time, so I didn't need to